Resolution recognizing the sacrifice made by veterans in the Vietnam War was passed in the U.S. Senate last week. Sponsored by Alaska Senator Dan Sullivan, the resolution was introduced on Tuesday, July 30th, passing with unanimous consent and without amendment. In its language, the resolution presented a timeline for troop presence in the Southeast Asian nation and acknowledged the 58,000 Americans dead, 153,000 wounded during the conflict. It also mentioned the exposure to harmful chemicals like Agent Orange, which many veterans experienced. The resolution called the war divisive, and the United States saying that divisiveness is, quote, a result of certain biased and shameful attacks from some in media and academia, politicians, and many others, end quote. Finally, it expressed regret for mistreatment, including attacks veterans received following their return from the war.
Instead of being racked and incapacitated by bitterness or anger, our Vietnam veterans, and I've seen it throughout my career in the military, when they came home, they said, here's what we're going to do. We're treated really poorly. We're going to work really hard to make sure the next generation of veterans that serve overseas aren't treated poorly, that we get back to this level of World War II treatment. And guess what, Mr. President? The Vietnam vets succeeded in that. The vast majority of Americans, they look at our veterans, whether they agreed with a war in Iraq or Afghanistan or anywhere else, when they see the vets, they say, thank you. Heroic service. We might not have liked the war, but we're certainly not going to take it out on you, Lieutenant.